Tell us about the very first time you met the Queen.
The first time was when I was quite young, actually. I got invited to Buckingham Palace as a young achiever, and unbelievable moment. And then had obviously the honour of meeting her a few more times through cricket in the years that I played, and probably the most memorable, receiving my CBE at Windsor Castle in 2014. So feel very fortunate to have met her.
Hello, Charlotte. Nice to see you and talk to you again.
Hi, Jim.
It's well known that the Queen has a love of horse racing. In fact, one of Australia's leading trainers, Chris Waller, is going to the funeral. But as we've been discussing, she did attend cricket matches on numerous occasions. 2013, the Ashes Test at Lord's, when you managed to have a conversation with her. What did you talk about?
Yeah, it's probably my claim to fame, actually, Jim. I was really lucky in the committee room to be asked to sort of sit by her. Me and James Sutherland had sort of 5 minutes with her, and in that time that I was with her, Joe Root actually reviewed a decision, and it was probably one of the first years DRS was brought in, actually. She asked me straight away, as soon as Joe Root had given the sign, what did that mean? So my claim to fame is I taught the Queen DRS.
I love it.
Hopefully successfully, and she did tell me she'd go home and tell Philip. Yeah, it was a wonderful moment. I've never forgotten it, and she'll always remember that I taught her the DRS ruling.
Yeah, Charlotte, hi, this is Charu Sharma from India. Glad you could teach the Queen something, but if we go back to the moment that she walked into the long room, what's your memory of that? How special was it for you and those surrounding you?
Yeah, I was actually explaining to a few of the players I coached the other day that it was probably one of those moments you'll never forget. It was when she walked into that Lord's long room, it was like literally you could not hear a pin drop. It was unbelievable. It was, as Stokes said, probably that deafening silence. And also when I received my CBE and singing, the anthem when she walks in, like literally the hairs on the back of her neck stood up. It was such a special moment. I remember it like it was yesterday. So every person that has met her has had that type of feeling.
Did you have to be well briefed before meeting her? I mean, I was at a charity game recently where another member of the royal family was there, and there were big rehearsals for us just about where we would stand and what we ought to do. What was it like when Her Majesty was visiting?
Yeah, I remember at Lord's it being, certain things we had to say, obviously, Her Majesty on when you first speak to her, and then Ma'am from there on. I remember my CBE, just how you had to address her when you went to meet her. And I was so nervous about the curtsy. Yeah, there was just so many things. It was just, I don't think I've ever been that nervous in my life. And I've played in some pretty big games of cricket. But meeting the Queen and obviously her then speaking to me and she's so lovely and makes you feel so welcome as well. She said how well the women had been doing. The men needed to play better. This was back in 2014. So, but yeah, it was pretty special, but very nerve-wracking.
Was that when she ordered your CBE?
CBE.
Yeah, so she had some words for you then. That's nice.
Philip had kept her up to date, I think, on how the women had been doing, I think.
Did you get a sense that she was a fan of the DRS?
She didn't really give me much, to be fair, Ali. But I think she thought it was a good idea, the fact that someone could review their decision and not just be out, I think. But I think it was successfully overturned as well, so that was a good one.
Yes, historically, she's been seen at many times. I've seen her myself at Windsor Castle with the royal household team that plays there. She'd often make a visit. So did you get a sense that she was a fan of the game of cricket?
I think she just liked sport, didn't she? And that was what I guess was the overriding feeling for me on Friday. We obviously had our game cancelled, and a lot of people like Ben said that, I think she'd want sport to keep being played and so on. So I sense, I think horse racing was her first love. Let's hope cricket was our second love, I think.
You detailed the times when you'd met the Queen more one-on-one. One of those other times, was it a reception at Buckingham Palace with your England team?
Yeah, that was in 2005 when we won the Ashes and both teams were there. And I've got a lovely photo at home with us, with her and Prince Philip. as a team. And again, those moments will live with us for all forever, especially both the teams that were there. And it was a lovely reception, and I feel, as I say, so lucky to have had those moments.
Lottie, thanks so much for sharing your memories. I suppose just one final reflective note with you in particular is the fact that, the Queen was able to sort of enter the long room, early in her 70-year reign, before women were technically allowed to be in the long room. She, of course, had a dispensation, but when we think now that where the game is, and England women have got a one-day international at Lords coming up in a couple of Saturdays' time, that the game really does look so different now from when she first began her reign all those years ago.
Yeah, the game's unrecognisable, and I think we're all so proud of where it's at right now. Just being there the last week with the 100 final, and to have the upcoming international, and then the Rachel Hayo Flint trophy on the Sunday as well. So things have moved pretty quickly, and all for the good of the game, and we're all really proud of that.
Thanks so much for sharing your memories, and good luck. So I know you're off to Australia as well, to the WBBL later on as well. So thanks so much, and good luck for the rest of the year.
Thanks, Sally. Cheers, everyone.